What is going on, you guys? My name is Sean the Original, and today I'm doing some Battlefield 3 game. I'm talking really fast. I probably don't know. You probably didn't even understand a word I just said because I was like that. Have fun, yay! I like that caption. You are awesome, server dude. Okay, so getting into this commentary, what I would like to be talking about is the first day of high school. But before I do that, let me talk about this gameplay. I suck at Battlefield 3 multiplayer. Just pointing that out there. I mean, it's a lot more difficult because of the, you know, the shaking camera. A lot more shaking than Call of Duty. Call of Duty is like straight, up. It's a lot more straightforward than Battlefield 3, which is like shake a, move. You're getting tired. The only thing that's different is that Call of Duty, you get tired. In Battlefield 3, you don't. I mean, you make it sound like you're getting tired, but I mean, you could sprint forever. And while I do prefer the American side, which I think I'm on, because their weapons shoot faster, and I don't know why I wasn't using like an M4 or an M16 or something like that, because I'm really stupid, but I don't know. But the weapons shoot faster on the American side, so I prefer the American side to the, like, what is it, Taliban? I don't really know. That guy just came in there shooting at me. Oh my goodness gracious, he's gonna kill me. First of all, let's get into the stories today. Let's have a little story time. Okay, so today was my first day of high school. I'm an official high schooler. Oh, yeah. I'm a freshman, and the term that I've heard before was also known as fresh meat, which I hope that term isn't going to be used a lot or ever. I prefer never. Because I don't want to be meat. I'm a human being, not a piece of meat. You gotta look up. My eyes are up here, cause I'm not no flab. Anyway, back to this story. Today was being my first day of high school. It was a little bit more nerve-wracking than most other days at school, mainly because my old school really, they didn't do much for me in the form of high schooling. It didn't really prepare you. Like, there were other schools around that were like, okay, I'll admit it. I went to like a private school, and my private school was like, they gave you hooks to put your bags on. Like, you know how in kindergarten you go to get your books, you put your books on the hook and you shove your little tools and your little pencils into your cubby. And then they send you off to do the rest of your day. Yeah, they kept that up till 8th grade, except no cubbies. They just put out the hooks. And so you just put your bag on there and you sat in the same room for 8 straight hours. And then move from different room to room after like 6 hours being in the same room. You'd only switch between 4 classrooms and there was like nobody in the hall ever. So it was a big step up, and I like that step up because it's gonna prepare me for more it's just gonna be better. That's what I'm gonna say. Yes. It was an interesting experience today, and I am happy about it. It was the thing about my other school again is that we had to wear uniforms, like a blue polo shirt, and like, I don't know what to say, like khaki pants. They're like dress shorts, and that really made me upset. And there was like no free range stuff. You couldn't have like colored shoelaces, colored shoes at all. It had to be strict black, white shoelaces. And there was like, I don't really know what it was, but I mean, this school allows you to express yourself a little bit more and differentiate yourself from the rest of the whole group. So, yeah, because it's awesome like that. Now, I mean, of course, if I had to pick summer over school, I would force choose summer. But this school is not that bad. It's pretty cool. Now that was the upside. That's pretty much the upside. And oh yeah, and I got some pretty cool teachers. I'm not gonna lie, I like my teachers. I like the layout of the land that I've gotten at my school, because they're pretty nice. They're for all of them, they're pretty nice, and they seem like I'm not gonna be like, every time I go in their class, I'm not gonna be like, ugh. I'm actually gonna be like a more upbeat person to go into the class, because they're all nice, you know. So that was the good aspect. That's the light side. Now we go to the move to the dark side of the day, where stuff didn't really want to work. So first of all, my shoe kind of like I have like the big Adidas. I don't know if you've heard of like the Neo Adidas, and their shoelaces, like they're not 7. They're taller than me, and you have to understand, I'm 5'9". And these shoelaces are taller than me. So when one of them splits up into about 7 pieces, that's not good. And it's even worse when it does this during a class. I was walking between classes, going up the stairs, felt my shoelaces get a little bit loose, walking into science class, trying to adjust that a little bit, just to get me a little more situated. And it tears apart. And that really just, it takes the cake of everything, out of everything that's gonna make you angry. For me, if my shoelace blows up in the middle of school and I have to walk around with some floppy shoe that's gonna be kicking people in the face all the day, and I'm gonna toss it across the hallway, I'm gonna be like, "Hello, Mr. So and so," whoosh, oh, detention. Yeah, that's not good. I don't want that to happen. So gotta get more shoelaces. So I had to get the new shoelaces, but it was just horrible. Thank God I didn't have like a real gym class today. It was basically just pick out your locker, get your combination, and just all that. Now I got my locker on the, what they would like to say, forms and fees day, and I had the orientation day about a week ago, and I should have done a commentary on that, but you know what, I just kind of got lost in the moment. You know, I just didn't think that through enough. So today is basically the explanation, because I have an extremely long Battlefield video to talk about. So I am pretty happy about it. I'm a little nervous. I think I'm actually a little bit more nervous about the second day than I am about the first day, because of the fact that I have homework on the second day. Like, I just had some you gotta sign this, you gotta sign that, you gotta sign that. All those little like contract things to do. And I don't really, I'm not too fancy in the whole homework situation. And, God, this part of the gameplay just made me angry, because I killed that guy, ran up to the guy who's supposed to be revived. And it's, okay, I still have no idea what happened. I ran up to the guy to revive him, but he was on the enemy team, but it still showed that he needed to be revived. So I still got killed. That's just what made me angry about this gameplay. Anywho, back to the bad side of today. What I had was, when you start on orientation day, they give you these little backpacks, like the little drawstring backpacks that you get at like Adidas, Nike, all those little things. Well, they gave me one for free, and it completely tore apart. Now, I'm going to stop talking like that. But yeah, I was walking through, and this thing is not made for carrying books. So I'm going to get a new bag for carrying books, because I want to have my books stored in a special containment chamber that's room temperature, called my locker. Which is not room temperature whatsoever. It is basically a big chunk of metal next to bigger chunks of metal. So I want to have a bag that's not going to tear open, because this thing tore open in 2 different parts, and had papers like flying everywhere, books staying where they were, because the books are not small enough to fly out. But to fit the stuff in the bag, I fit like 4 books in there, a couple of notebooks, and some papers. So I fit the papers in there, and then they were just like, gotta catch that, gotta catch that, gotta catch that. So I'm gonna be a little bit more prepared tomorrow about that stuff. So yeah, and I'm actually I'm just tired. That first day, I mean, after like sleeping in, during the whole month of August, I was like, hey, can you wake me up at this time? Can you wake me up at this time? Mainly because I just like to seize the day in the beginning of the day. So I'm like, wake me up at 7 so I can seize the day and just go down and play video games or something. But anyway, I always ended up sleeping on my bed until like 9. So I woke up and I'm like, why didn't you like just, you know what? Next time I do that, just slap me upside the head, and then I'll wake up. Yeah, because I like being up early. I'm an early bird because you know the old saying, early bird catches the worm, right? Yeah, because I want my worm. I am the early bird. I'm going to go fly out and get that worm. Okay, so anyway, I'm really looking forward to this year. Knife in the chest. Now, this guy just sniping there. Doesn't even notice me knife his partner. I'm gonna just sit here and maybe he won't notice me. Yeah, I did. And I noticed you pretty easily. Oh yeah, and this part pretty made me angry because I got shot a few times right about there. Yep, right about there. And I couldn't climb down this thing. I ended up going up all the time. And there's a grenade, and there's a bunch of other stuff that didn't allow me to survive. And I wanted to get down there, and it wouldn't let me, so I had to jump off the building, and then I got killed, and somehow I got killed, and I'm just, it's so, no. Anyway, back to the commentary. It's just a new experience for me, and I'm a little bit nervous about it. But at the same time, it's like a nerve-wracking excitement. I'm not worried about the classes as much as the older kids, because you know, I'm one of the youngest, one of the youngest people in my school. And I mean, if you were like one of the youngest people in your school, like I mean, I don't mean like I'm the absolute youngest person there. I am 12 years old and I'm in high school. No, I'm 14 and I'm going to be 15 in May. So it's just that I'm a freshman. There's 400 other people doing the exact same thing as me, except some of them are like 16 years old, from what I understand. I don't know. I thought I heard something like that, but I don't know. Anyway, I jump out in here and die almost. Actually, this is a quick. This little bitty right here. This is an awesome move right here. Oh, 1 second on the clock and I escape. I'm really disappointed in myself though, because I did stop recording before I got into a helicopter with this cool scene. Because like after I revived this guy, I blew up and blood splatter all over the walls. And so I spawned inside of a helicopter and we were just like all the way around the map. It was just freaking awesome. It was awesome. Awesome. And okay, thanks for watching guys. Goodbye.